In a world ruled by power and broken by war, two souls carry the weight of rebellion, love, and sacrifice. This is the story of Daughter of No Worlds, the first book in Carissa Broadbent's breathtaking fantasy trilogy. A tale of magic, pain, and impossible hope. Let's begin. Tissana is only 13 when slavers raid her village. To save others, she offers herself. Torn from her mother, she becomes a slave in the cruel estate of Esmeralda Mikov. Years pass. She survives as a dancer, performer, and illusionist, each coin she earns fueling one goal, freedom, and against all odds, she earns it. But Esmeralda refuses to let her go. In a burst of rage and awakening magic, Tissana kills him and escapes, wounded and alone. She rides for Ara, the home of the powerful orders, and leaves behind a life of chains. Tissana arrives broken but determined. She's taken to the Order of Midnight, where she's told she cannot join without training, and there's only one teacher left, Maxantarius Farleone. A reclusive, bitter war hero who wants nothing to do with the orders. Or her. But Tissana refuses to be turned away. Max resists. She studies alone. She bleeds, runs, practices stratagams, magical symbols that shape reality. Her strength and pain begin to crack his walls. Slowly, he begins to teach her. Their connection deepens. Tissana learns control, magic, and the brutal politics of Ara. Max trains her like no one else could. She meets his closest allies, Samarin, Miracel, and Queen Cesri. Not a friend, but a child ruler wielding frightening power. In her final trial, Tissana is pushed into the darkness of her past by Zareth and Nora, but she refuses to break. She carves her stratagram in blood and passes, flawlessly, but her joy is short-lived. Zareth reveals Thrrell, where she lived before, is in chaos. Her former master's son is hunting slaves. Her friend Thrrell, who helps Tissana to escape Thrrell, is missing. And her reward for passing is not peace, but a door to something darker. Inside that door, she finds Voss, not Thrrell. Voss is once a friend of Thrrell and Tissana. However, he betrayed them. Furious and heartbroken, Tissana confronts Zareth. He offers her a chance to save Thrrell and her friend Thrrell, if she agrees to a pact with something ancient and monstrous. Riche. Once bonded to Max in war, Riche is a sentient magic force. It destroyed his life, and now Zareth wants Tissana to wield it. She agrees. Under a blood pact, she demands help for slaves in Thrrell, safety for Voss, and Max's freedom. The ritual to bond Tissana with Riche is excruciating. When it ends, Riche whispers in her mind. Riche shares dreams, memories, an obsession. It once loved Max. Now it wants Tissana. Its voice weaves between love and violence. Max returns, horrified, but he stays, teaching Tissana to control it. They plan their mission to Thrrell, where Thrrell may still live. On the ship, truths spill like blood. Max was Riche's first host. It killed his family. It scarred him. It still haunts him. They hold hands in the dark. Together they choose each other and prepare for war. In Thrrell, they find a slaver hub. Tissana unleashes Riche, rotting enemies from within. She saves over 150 captives, but nearly loses herself. Max stops her just in time. They rest beneath the stars. In love and longing, they finally surrender to each other. But Riche knows, and it's jealous. Tissana plans one final strike, a ball at the Mikov estate. In crimson silk, she dances before her abuser. Then, everything goes wrong. She's drugged. Her magic fails. Max is captured. Riche goes silent, and Ahzin, Esmaris' son, drags her away to be punished again. But Tissana smiles through the pain, because she's not done yet. In Esmaris' old office, Ahzin beats her, but this time her fury calls Riche back. She kills him, viciously, and storms the ballroom in a wave of blue flames. Friend and foe alike fall. She's losing control. Until Max transforms into a massive flaming serpent, the secret Riche cursed him with. He wraps her in fire, not to fight, but to save her. He kisses her, begs her to come back. And in her mind, she dives into Riche's heart. There, she finds broken pieces of forgotten stories and takes control. Together, they sever the nightmare. She casts her final stratagram and escapes with every last slave. Alive, loved, free. Back in Ara, Tissana heals. She's stronger, Wiser and no longer alone, Max shares the truth of his curse, his second eyelid, his fire-born form. She accepts him, every broken piece. They return to Ara with Thrrell and the freed souls of Thrrell. Tissana stands at the ship's edge and whispers, "We're not done yet." But in the palace, danger stirs. Queen Caesri refuses Zareth's advices. She wants peace, not like Zareth. He smiles and leaves the room. As he walks back to the towers, he writes a letter to Nora across the sea. By the time you return, he writes, Caesri will be dead. This is only the beginning. Magic is stirring, empires are breaking, and love may yet rewrite the future. This was Daughter of No Worlds, and the next war is coming. Until next time, bye.